Morning everyone, welcome to Ainsley News. It's Thursday the 28th of April. Today we're talking profound changes in the global economy and how to profit. Crescat Capital released their latest monthly research letter late last week, and as usual it provides clear and concise insight into macro markets at present, backed up with the runs on the board through their outperformance of their funds. This summary intro sums up the current situation pretty well. We are currently experiencing profound changes in the global economy that are likely to unleash a plethora of early-stage secular trends in a new inflationary regime. These are long overdue structural shifts powered by decades of easy money and record levels of debt to GDP among developed economies. Governments and central banks to seek high-quality international reserves in an attempt to restore the credibility of fiat currencies. Gold will play a major role as a monetary asset. Monetary metals and other tangible assets to regain relevance in crowded 60-40 portfolios as inflationary hedges. Central banks ultimately forced to cap long-term yields, creating a major tailwind for inflationary assets. The beginning of a commodities cycle after chronic underinvestment in natural resource industries. A new exploration age for commodities as major producers address their supply cliff. Deglobalization trends to prompt a long overdue manufacturing rebuild in developed economies, including a boost to non-residential construction. Rising geopolitical tensions spur increase in defence spending from historic low levels compared to GDP. The continuation of the most extensive fiscal agendas in history, driven by the Green Revolution, social equality programs, infrastructure revamps, and defence spending. Ongoing flood and sovereign debt issuances and persistent inflationary pressure to cause long-term interest rates to rise globally. Overall corporate margins to be squeezed by the rising cost of capital, commodity prices and labour costs as the Fed tightens monetary conditions. The resurgence of fundamental analysis and value investing principles as profitability becomes a priority. A repricing of long-duration growth stocks from record valuations as cost of capital increases. A major shift in market leadership from technology to natural resources related businesses. Geopolitical neutral and commodity-driven economies to gain relevance on the global stage, i.e. Brazil. Upcoming challenges to historically indebted net importers of commodities, i.e. China. Lovely long list there. Unparalleled to any other time in history, the current macro imbalances have drastically distorted the market perception of value and risk. This scenario is setting the stage for significant changes in portfolio allocations from crowded and overvalued assets to unloved and historically cheap alternatives. For macro investors, we think this is one of the most opportune times ever. Crescat's report is quite lengthy, so I'll just flesh out a few of their main points here for you. Despite talk of commodities boom, the reality is that compared to the S&P 500 and looking at all commodities, clearly gold and silver among many others have not seen the huge rises in some headline commodities. They are still near record underpriced compared to shares dominated by the tech-heavy growth stocks. A few charts here today, and they'll show you that in the process of reversing. The confluence of free money being removed for those growth stocks and inflation driving up hard asset commodities is one for the ages. And don't get them started on silver. Crescat loves silver at the moment. This from them. Silver remains one of the most mispriced opportunities in financial markets today. While the overall commodities market has drastically risen, this high beta version of gold remains at historically cheap levels. If silver were to catch up to or move in other tangible assets, it would imply a doubling from current levels. Wow. These charts look great. Jump over to ainsleyBullion.com.au, click on news and today's news, and you'll be able to see these great charts from Crescat. Tomorrow we'll look further at the truly historic macroeconomic setup where gold and silver fit in history's playbook. Great stuff from Crescat. Enjoy your Thursday, everyone. We'll catch you tomorrow for more news.